Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie, and today I thought we would play and have some fun, maybe give some tips, some pros, some cons on a certain little Cricut machine. A Cricut machine that everybody or a lot of people have asked me, is it really big enough? I'll show you. Let's go down, and this is the Cricut Joy Xtra, okay? It's this baby has, oh, sorry, I'll take this off the front. I keep a piece of tape handy in case my mat becomes unsticky during projects. So this little bad boy takes 8.5 by 11. That is the mat size. I love it. It doesn't take up a whole bunch of craft room space. It doesn't have a bunch of dials and everything to figure out. It's all done in design space. And it is quite the powerful little machine. And yes, before you ask, it only has one holder, but you can also use Cricut Joy pens in it. I'm just going to set it back here. And we will get started. So what do I mean by it packs a punch? Well, this little Cricut Joy Xtra, I used and cut out a Highland Easter cow, because who doesn't need a Highland cow in their life? So, what size will he be when he is complete? He will be 7 by 11. And how can he be 11 when our paper and our mat are only 11? Quite simply, he has separate bunny ears. So they bring him up to the 11, okay? So I love paper piecing. And my advice to you is if you buy any type of machine um, that is controlled by you setting the size and stuff, like a Silhouette, a Cameo, a Cricut, there's just too many. X-Tool, my X-Tool there. Do a couple of larger projects. And that way you get used to the paper piecing and how it's going to work. Another little tip. When my paper comes off the mat, when I am done cutting, I put a pencil mark right on the back because it is the back. And I don't know how many times I have mixed myself up and gone, oh no, now I have to recut because I have used it and I have put it on backwards. And that's why it wouldn't work. So as you're bending your mat to take off your item from your project, be sure to go ahead and make sure that you mark it so that when you go to use it, you know front to back. Trust me, I thought I wouldn't have to when I saw that tip long ago, but boy, oh boy, did I see why it was coming first. Alrighty, I am just getting my little pieces here through this gluer because it makes it super, super easy to go ahead and have the glue on these little tiny ones. I could have done it before, but you know, it gives us a chance to chit chat. I hope you, whoops, no, you're not going to work. You're too wide. Are you going to work? Oh, yeah. Whoops. Check that it's right side up. There we go. We'll get it going. I love this. Come on, catch. I love this little Xyron machine. It is one of the smartest things I have in my craft room. There she be. Alrighty, and get it in. There we go. Done. All the small pieces taken care of. Especially handy if you're doing some of the Disney characters. They have tiny little eyes and things, and patience is a virtue, yes, but how much patience do we have when we want to get a project done, right? Okay, so make sure that you line up good and well. There we go. And since you can see the edge of his ears, I have grabbed some distress ink. This is scattered straw. And I love to take and to use it to go over the parts that are going to be visible. And what I do is I just get it going. There we go. And I'll just go over here, just like so. It helps to give it a bit of dimension and, brings it to life a bit more. I love, love, love giving dimension to my projects. Now, this little guy, you're probably wondering what the heck I am thinking. Well, he's going to go up on a wall. And so I want to be sure he has plenty of dimension to be seen alongside of the others that I am making. There we go. I could have done this part off camera, of course, but let's spend the time chatting. Oh, I should tell you, we got a new kitchen appliance, not small appliance. We got a Ninja slushie. And let me tell you, oh, good things have been coming out of that. There's a recipe in it for Tim Hortons ice caps. Yes, I'm an ice cap addict. I admit it. I love a good cold ice cap during the summer. So we purchased this and tried the frappe coffee or coffee frappe. I can't remember how they put it. And oh my, delish. It was so good. Now, are we going to see his ears or do we have bigger ears to put on? I'm trying. Ah, I see. Okay, so this here is going to go here, just like so. And then this one will go here, just like so. And see, it's just like creating a jigsaw puzzle, is what it's like. And I love a good jigsaw puzzle. So let me see here. Let me see where you're going to go. This one's... Okay, first of all, let's put you on here because I think that will make it easier to tell. Sometimes getting these things together takes a bit of patience, but we can do it. And sometimes if there's a lot of pieces, I don't always need to put them all on. Sometimes I will not 3D something. If it doesn't need to be 3D or, have some 3D effect to it, the raise up of the paper, then sometimes I don't do that. It all depends what you're going to use it for. Now this little guy I'm going to cut smaller and put in my my toddler's scrapbook for his first Easter because he has decided that his favorite animals are cats and dogs, because of course he has a cat and a dog, and cows because moo is easy to say. I think that's where that comes from. So every day when he FaceTimes, I get to hear his meows and his barks and his moos. So I think this one will be perfect in his scrapbook. I'm just going to size it down. But since this is going on a wall, I want to be sure to have it big enough to be seen, right? That's the key to this whole thing. Whoops. And make sure you use a glue that is movable so that you don't have any issues. Because let me tell you, those instant dry glues, they don't play around. So there we go. Our first layer is on our cow. And I'm just going to press down for a moment. And that's that. It's that simple. There's the first layer. That's why I like to always do the first one nice and big so that we know that oops, 1 second, guys. I have the computer set up over here to show me the picture as a guide. And of course, what did it do? It went to sleep. So let's pull this down a bit so you can see him a bit better. We are now going to put on his, whoops, gonna lay them all out like that. That works better for me. Now this one here, I do believe goes like so, or no, I'm wrong. It's this one here. Okay, am I correct? That feels somehow wrong. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, there we go. This one goes here. Right. Okay, then we have this one here. It's going to go here. And where is our other little guy? Oops. Did you get underneath something? Give me one moment. Oh, yep, he did. He went into hiding. We'll go here. So what I'm going to do, because you can see these ones, is I am once again going to just go around them with this scattered straw. So if you're thinking about buying your first Cricut and you're wondering about size and so forth, if you think that you're going to be doing huge projects that might have to be cut at like a true 12-inch to work, then you're going to want to go a bit bigger. If you think, just give me 1 second to get this on here. If you think that this is the general size that you would use, is this guy. Remember, he is going to end up being approximately 7 by 11 inches, so that's fairly big. If you think that you're going to use it for scrapbooking and card making, maybe putting stuff into a frame, cutting things out for a t-shirt, a hat, or a cup, or a mug, you're good with the Cricut Joy Xtra because those things aren't huge. Okay? Don't forget that. Those are not huge items, and our powerful little friend there can do them up nicely. It is what I actually haven't even plugged in my other one in so long. It probably needs like 5 firmware updates just to get it to where it should be, because I have been enjoying using this guy and enjoying the space that I am saving in my craft room. Granted, I am very fortunate in that I have a whole apartment as a craft room. But still, when I was upstairs in a single bedroom, this little guy was a big help because I put my big machine away in the closet and I just used this little guy and he did everything that I needed. Okay. And here we go. There we go. The other thing that I like about him, or about the Cricut system in general, is that my granddaughter can come in, pick a project, and do it. And the Cricut environment makes it easy for her to do, which gives her such a great sense of accomplishment. She just comes in and, Nanny, I'm going to the studio, she says. And down she goes, and a little while later, I'll hear her music, and then I'll hear the Cricut machine cutting a little while after that. So, she tried Design Studio when my silhouettes were functioning, when my cameos, sorry, were functioning. And she did indeed enjoy it, but she found it much harder to use. Keep in mind, she is only 10. Just hit those double digits. And so, you know, she doesn't have a lot of design experience, but she did design her own birthday gifts for friends, so she is getting there. I offered to help her, like, can I help you do something? And I get told, Nanny, I'm a big girl and I can do this because you taught me. And I'm like, okay, you go, girl. I usually do come down, though, just, supervision is sometimes the necessary evil, even when they're double digits. So there we go. We got those on. I am just loving this cow. I am going to do some more. I'm going to pause you and continue doing highlights on his hair and so forth. I don't think you need to watch more of that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got that color all done, the scattered straw, and we are going to start piecing him together. And I've switched to just a glue stick because I wanted more wiggle time to line up these little pieces. It's not a fancy glue stick or anything like that. It's just that it gives me time. And when it's glued, it's really glued. So I don't have to worry about it coming apart. And there we go. Get that all lined up. And so far, this is what we have. And I love I'm going to move him back a bit. There we go. I love the dimensions that it is giving to our little cow here. Now, you could do any kind of characters you want and size them up. Just be sure as you're sizing them up that you size them all up with it selected as a group, because I promise you that it is very difficult to size up your main base character and then go, oh no, I forgot this should be sized up too. And then what you're trying to do is fix it, and oh, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. So just make sure when you go to do your design, there we go, it's got to go ahead and size it all up as a group, and then go ahead and cut it out. That is the best way. Oh, where do you go, little one? Aha. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Here you go. Oh, I see, I see. See, lots of time to lift. Slow but careful wins the race. And I think you should have gone here first. There we go. That was the problem. So you really, really want a glue that will allow you to reposition things, especially if you're doing tiny, tiny, tiny bits and pieces. That's when it gets to the point where you just need to stand back and take your time. You know what? I am not getting this. So, why do you not want to go? Ah, there we go. Now he goes. Nope. Okay, well, guess what, guys? We're leaving him off for now until I figure out where he's supposed to be. Let me have a good look here. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to leave him off, and I'm going to very carefully go ahead and complete what I am doing. So this is his little headband, and it will go right there like that. It appears that he's wearing it like so. I'm going to bring it up a bit. Right. Okay, it's going to sit like so. But first, I want to put my ears together. So here we go. Whoops. And they go up this way and out this way. So, oh, I've got sneezes here. Trying not to, but I do. Let's grab this and give it a good rub with our piece here. Our scraper does a great job of getting the glue on the back of these things. And I just like to be double sure, right? And then all I do is I flip over and I peel. It's a big long strip. And there we go. Let's get, first of all, you onto you, because you're going to see a bit of the pink through, whoops, this little nose here. Just going to lay it there. Nope, not quite. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Then I just use my fingers to rub in there. Then this. And I did not, in case you're wondering, totally glue this down, because this piece tucks up inside there. Whoops. Just lifting. It goes right up. Oh, maybe I did put too much glue down. Shoot, I didn't think I had glued that far, but that's okay. That's all that has to show from him. Let's get it lined up. I'm telling you, sometimes paper piecing is a trick of its own. It is much easier when you're building your own file to paper piece, because you know how you wanted each piece to layer on. And some projects in Cricut will tell you that, and others will not. So there we go. We got to turn her over just like so. And just to help her along, because I did lift that, I am going to go ahead and add some extra reinforcing glue. And there we go. Oops, oops, oops. Come on. Didn't think I bumped you that hard. There we go. So far, this is our Highland Cow. She's looking pretty awesome. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this and just add your eyes and go ahead and leave it at that. If that's what you want to do, go right ahead. Nobody said that it had to be done as a Easter character. Whoops, got a bit of glue there. We have some. Smudged some. There we go. Smudged some ink on there. So there we go. There he is as a Highland cow, or she, whatever you want to call it. Now, if you wanted to, you can now add the bunny ears. So let's grab them. First, actually, I think we'll add the horns. And that'll get that part done. I'm adding a little bit of extra glue for reinforcement only because my Xyron glue is not brand new and I want to be sure that I have it nice and tight on there, if that makes sense. So there's one. Reinforce that little guy. And whoops, that would have been fun. Here's the other one. It's hard to keep you guys in screen today. I keep turning and adjusting things for myself. Sorry, guys. But I think you're getting the main idea. Just take your time, treat it like a jigsaw puzzle, and before you know it, it is done. So let's grab these last two pieces from here. And these are going to go up like this. So this one, oh, first I have to add some dimension. I have a little bit of, what is this one? Spun sugar. So let's add some dimension and then put it on. I think I need to re-ink my spun sugar. But that's okay. You can see a little bit of it. And that's what I wanted. And let's put it right over there like so. We'll grab this one, and I'm just doing light feather type touches. You could do it a little harder like that if you wanted. It's all in how you want to do it. And I will keep saying that for as long as I craft, because I find that people, myself included at times, forget that the crafting is about what they want to do. It's not all about what the original design looked like. So now I want him to be there like that. Hang on, I will turn it sideways. I want these little Easter bunny ears to go there like that. But I want to tip them a little too. So let's do that. And then figure out how this is going to go. And I think what's going to happen with this is that I will do it like, whoops, come on, you're hooked. There we go. Is that I will do it. How did they have it? Yes, one forward, one behind. Okay, like so. I'm not sure why they had it one forward, one behind, but if that's how they want it, that's how we're going to do it, just because I want to. So what do we think? Yep. That is perfect. I'm going to go back to this one. Make sure I have a nice amount of glue there. Just hold it for a second. Just count your way through. Then I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. Oops. Keep thinking, don't put the glue on the front, but this time we want to. Alrighty, there we go. Give it a little bit of a tip and a pull forward. There we go. Now I am going to turn him over and hold his little ear right there. They don't have to exactly match an angle or anything, so don't worry about that. I am just putting pressure there for a moment because I did not use glue all the way across. There we go. And that, guys, is our little Highland Cow Easter Bunny. So paper piecing is really easy. Treat it like a jigsaw puzzle in that you're going to put your pieces together, and if they don't fit, try a different way until you get it the way that you want it. As you know, we left a piece off. Now, I could choose to take that and put it kind of in the middle if I wanted, give him some more character, which I might yet do. That's kind of cute. Let me have a look from the front. If we did it this way, yeah, I kind of like that. So this is going on, guys. Here we go. Something different. And this is what I mean. Do it your way. Do you change your mind? Make it work. Kind of like the touch of sassiness that comes from that. Little piece of hair hanging down in his eyes. There we go. I love it. It was easy because I did it big. So beginner tips. First things first. Make sure you do him big, or anything you choose, whether you're doing a house or a flower or a character or letters or whatever. Your first couple of times paper piecing, do them nice and big so you can get comfortable with lining up things like the little hairs at the bottom, the nostrils, the hair at the top. It all has to be lined up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be as close as you can get it. And then don't forget to maybe highlight with a bit of ink. You could color some, you could use different papers with patterns in them so that you can get a design without too much work. But keep in mind, doesn't have to be one of the big Cricuts. This was the power behind the ever so tiny yet powerful Cricut Joy Xtra. Take care, guys, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.